Hello, this is probably going to be a very quick one, hopefully. If you're like me, you don't like scrolling through minutes and minutes of a video to get to the end result. So I'm going to teach you very quickly how to diagnose your parking sensor fault on a Land Rover, specifically a Freelander 2 2013, but should work on most cars. Right, so this car has an error coming up on the dash and the parking sensors don't work. So I've narrowed it down to the rear sensors through the fault codes on the scanner. And the first thing I needed to do was to verify the connector, which is up in here. And I wanted to verify I had voltage coming out of the park control module. So I'll check that now and show you. So we pop off the sensor. There we go. And the first thing I did was, so this is a 6-pin connector. There's going to be one signal wire coming back from each parking sensor. There's going to be a ground and there's going to be a 12 volt, maybe 5 volt depending on what vehicle you're doing. But first thing I did was check for the 12 volts with it unplugged, and it gave me 12 volts, so that's all good. Then I plugged it back in and back probed into where the back of that 12 volt pin, and it was dropping immediately to 0.8 volts. So that tells me that there's something shorted out or an issue on the bumper side of this loom. So the best way to do that was to test between the two. I'll show you. You want to set your multimeter to ohms, which is like the horseshoe symbol thing, and you want to probe between the positive and the negative. If I can do this. Right, so I don't know, hopefully you can see that. I'm getting about I was getting about 65 mega ohms. Now that's important, or kilo ohms. To test the sensors, now I did this on the car as you just saw, I got 65 kilo ohms, not mega ohms, kilo ohms, and that is a normal reading, okay? You want it to be very, very high. What I was getting before I did all the diagnostics was about 16 ohms, not kilo ohms, ohms. So to test that, you test between the two terminals on the parking sensor, and you can see on the old one, I was getting about 27 ohms. And on the new one, if I can get this, it's still climbing, but that's kilo ohms. So regardless, that's a high number. That's up, it's still climbing there. I reckon that'll go up to about 45, 46 kilo ohms. So good sensor in the kilo ohms, bad sensor, ohms. To diagnose it, basically I unplugged all the sensors, checked the ohms, there was nothing because there's nothing plugged into it, it's all open. Plugged one back in at a time until the ohms dropped significantly, and then that means I was able to find the dodgy sensor, remove it, replace it with a new one. So on a Freelander 2 specifically, you don't have to remove the bumper, folks. You don't have to do it. I started to remove it, took all the screws out, and then suddenly thought I undid all the screws along the bottom edge, and you can pull it out enough. Even if I can get my hands in, you can get yours in, but I was able to pull it out enough to actually get up in and get at the sensors. So there you have it, quick and dirty guide on how to repair, how to diagnose your parking sensors on a 2013 Freelander 2, or I'm guessing any other vehicle with the same style of sensor with earth, power, and reference voltage. Okay, so once you've verified that you have the correct ohms, that you are now reading in kilo ohms and everything's plugged back in, don't do what I did and forget to plug the plug in and then wonder why it wasn't working. You then get into the car, turn the ignition on, don't start it, put the ignition on, put it into reverse, and you gently, very gently rest your fingers on the sensors and you'll feel them clicking. It literally just is like a click, 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 click. You can feel it. Now you don't press hard on it, gently put it against it, it'll click. And that'll tell you. That's another way, I guess, to test the dodgy sensor at the very start. Mine, none of them were clicking because this thing had shorted out that badly. It was telling the park control module to shut down. I was getting all sorts of error codes about, I'll put the picture on the screen, but I was getting all sorts about 3 or 4 parking sensors were faulty apparently, and there was a voltage issue as well. Hence why I had to go in deep with the multimeter. Right, that'll do me. I hope that helped you, and if you have any more questions, anything else you want to see, do let me know. I have an L322 coming from my own personal vehicle, so I'm sure I'll have plenty of these guides at some point because it's a Land Rover. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.